Hey guys, hey. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I am just going to do a quick test to make sure that we are good to go. And we're going to get started with our stream this evening. First of all, let me just say that if you have not tapped into one of my live trainings, specifically inside of my Facebook community, you are in for a treat tonight because I have some really great information that's going to bless you. Wednesday. So we're good. The audio is good. If you're just joining, go ahead and let me know where you are joining from. Let me know where you're joining from. You can type your state, you can type your location, you can type your business name, whatever suits you, but definitely go ahead and let me know where you're joining from. So tonight we're going to do things a little bit different. All right, tonight we're going to do things a little bit different. What I want to do is I kind of want to start off by giving a intro, right? Giving an intro to the Mac Institute. I want to talk a little bit about Content for Bosses and how that will help you and bless your business. And then we're going to get into some fun stuff, right? Some really good training for you this evening. So let me just say that I feel like we're in a good place starting the new year. And the reason why I say that is because there's so many amazing things going on in a lot of our businesses for a lot of our brands. And that's something that I'm seeing kind of across the board for my clients. That's something I'm seeing across the board for individuals that I am following, for my business besties out there. And but on the flip side of that, I see a lot of things kind of on the back end of social media and just in having those conversations where people are a little bit stuck and a little bit stagnant in different areas in their business, especially as we are just starting off the new year. And so tonight, my goal is to really talk to you guys a little bit about myself, a little bit about what I do, but then also for me to give you guys some free game on how you can get more clients into your business, because that's the thing, right? We always want more leads, we always want more clients. I don't care who you are, I don't care how long you have been in business. The reality is that you have to have clients to actually stay in business, right? That's just what it is. So how do we do that? How do we scale? How do we get more clients regardless of the industry that you're in? That's what we're going to talk about tonight. So for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Felicia, Dr. Felicia. I'm known to many as the Queen of Content. And, I work with individuals such as yourself, business owners, entrepreneurs, coaches, speakers, to really assist them in monetizing their email list. So regardless if you have an email list, you don't have an email list, we do all the things, right? And so tonight specifically, we're going to be talking about overall how you can get clients in your business regardless of the industry that you're in. And I'm going to share it from a perspective of, some things that I have been seeing, some things that I've been working with my clients on as well, and we're going to get into all of that. So this is your first time catching me live. Hello, welcome to the fam. Let's get all of the housekeeping items out of the way. First of all, make sure that if you have not done so, make sure that you text the word join to 757-786-8757, because that will allow you to be able to get on my VIP email list. And that is where the magic happens. That's where I give you a lot of tips, tools, guides, downloads, a lot of information that will bless you and bless your business for sure. So if you have not done so, make sure that you text the word join to 757-786-8757. And if you have not done so, also make sure that you join me inside of my Content for Bosses Facebook community. This is a private Facebook community where I interact. We have a lot of support, just a really great group of men and women that are building their businesses together. So you can join the squad there, and we would love to support you along your journey. Okay. So now that we have all of that out of the way, for those of you who are new, I have been in business for over a decade with the Mac Institute. And the Mac Institute really is kind of an overarching brand for content marketing and content development. And so we do everything from creating digital campaigns to marketing, to also assisting individuals with building their business, focusing specifically on email marketing and monetizing from your email list. So let's just start with, the number one issue that most individuals have in their business, the number one issue that most people really face when they are trying to get clients in their business and get clients for their brand and to get new eyes in front of their business. The number one thing that I see is that you are not specific enough as you are talking to your ideal client. So an example of this would be if you are online right now and you're putting out very general information, right? And when I say general information, if you are focused on, individuals with hair loss, let's just say, but you're putting out broad information so that the average person with hair loss does not realize from your messaging that they need your product or they need your service, that is a disconnect. So sometimes we're so quick to jump and change our product or change our service, but we're not specific to look at, okay, well, is it the product or service, or is it the messaging surrounding the product and service? And it is the same thing. If that is your issue online, or if that is your issue with the copy on your sales letter or the copy on your website, 9 times out of 10, that is also going to be the issue on your email list, right? So if you're in a place right now where you're like, man, I've been doing a lot. I've been really doing a lot, but the things that I'm doing is really not working, and you want to scrap your program or scrap your product, don't do that. Go back and look at your messaging. One of the things that I coach my clients inside of our Content for Bosses community, as well as our coaching program, is to really focus on what is the core issue that you're having in your business. What is the core issue that you're having with your message? Notice I didn't say the product. Notice I didn't say the service, right? So when you are looking at things from that perspective, that is a game changer. And the reason why that's a game changer is because a lot of times people are in a place where they're trying to get more clients. They're trying to, build their business, but they're not looking at the products and services that they actually have to do that. So my question to you becomes, where are you in that trajectory? Like, do you feel like you're clear about your products? Do you feel like you're clear about your service? And if you're not, then what do you actually feel like you need to do to actually get that level of clarity? And, one of the things that I realized, I was actually on a call earlier before I hopped on here. And one of my clients was like, well, listen, I have changed my graphics. I have updated my website. I've done all of the things, but I'm not getting clients. I'm not actually making money in my business. And I said, okay, well, that's great. Let me go inside of your social media. Let me look at what it is that you're doing and how you're setting everything up. And so I started looking. We went to her social media. We went to her Instagram. We went to, she did a couple of reels. And the number one thing that I realized was that, wait a minute, if I was just a random person watching this, I literally would not know what your product is. I wouldn't even know that you're talking to me. So even if I did have, whatever issue that you're solving for, I'm not going to say, oh, let me click on this. So let me go to your website or let me learn more, because your messaging is not cohesive, right? It's not cohesive. I don't know that you're talking to me. And I would tell y'all that it's one of my pet peeves, right? But the number one mistake that business owners make. So that's the first thing. Don't rush to change your product. Don't rush to change your service. Focus on your messaging. Now, once you have your messaging right, I really want you to take a step back and ask yourself, where and how can you further develop your mindset? So looking at your products and services, looking at your messaging, but also focusing on your mindset. And the reason why I just wanted to put this little trickle this in there is because so many times we are our worst critics. We are the individuals that are super quick to dismiss what we're doing. We're the first person to talk even bad about our own products and our own services. And don't get it twisted. There's nothing wrong, guys, with wanting to improve, right? Like there's nothing wrong with wanting to create better content or better email marketing or better grow your email list. But it's a way that you have that self conversation to realize like, okay, maybe I could tweak a couple of things. However, it is not like that's not the only thing, or there are things that you may be actually doing really, really well in your business as well. So don't beat yourself up based upon the season that you're in or based upon how you are even showing up for your business or how people are receiving your business. Don't beat yourself up for that. I think that is the number one reason why people actually stop pursuing their business. They actually stop pursuing their goals, actually stop putting their product and their service out in the marketplace. Messaging is not right, and you are your own worst critic. And that is why our community Content for Bosses is so important, because it really is a community where we support one another, where the goal is truly to lift and inspire one another, to lift each other up. And I will tell you guys that, Content for Bosses was born literally from me sitting on my living room floor, writing out ideas on a napkin, okay? And really focusing on what does my audience need? What does my audience need? What are the conversations that I've been having over the past 5 years? How are we able to bridge the gaps from those conversations? And that is honestly how Content for Bosses was born. I truly believe that Content for Bosses is not only a great platform and a great space for individuals such as yourselves, entrepreneurs who are looking to grow their email list, but it's a great community just for business owners who are like-minded, business owners who want to connect, who want to collaborate, who really want to support one another to get from where they are to their next. And that may look different for everyone, right? Like everyone is in their own season. Everyone is kind of doing their own things. It may look totally different, but understanding that that is okay while you're in your journey, I think is super, super powerful, right? But you can't do that if you are not in a mindset or if you don't have that headspace where you are coachable. If you don't have that headspace where you are trying to, really focus in on building your business and building your brand. I'll tell you that most individuals aren't, right? And that's why it's so important. And module 2 inside of our Content for Bosses coaching really focuses on, okay, what is the discipline that's needed? What is the mindset that's needed? What are the specifics that you actually need outside of the systems, outside of the tools, even outside of your messaging and your content? What are the specific things that you actually need to create that type of success in your business and for your brand? And if you are stuck there and you don't know, then absolutely you need to join me inside of our Content for Bosses, our Facebook community, okay? And if you're watching this inside of our community, tap in, right? I think that I was watching a live the other day, and the individual was talking about how, actually it was a podcast I was listening to, not a live. But anyways, the individual was talking about how one of the things that she does digital products. She creates digital products. She said one of the things that she can't believe is how individuals will purchase her products, individuals will purchase her services, and they will not watch. They will not even tap in to actually get the information that they just paid for. They may watch 5 minutes of a video, or they may listen to a few minutes of an audio, but they don't move beyond that. So essentially what that's saying is that they are not doing the work. And so I want to kind of end our live tonight by asking you, are you doing the work? Are you actually invested in doing the work that is required to get the results? And doing the work does not always have to be hands-on, do this, do that. Doing the work could simply be you doing an assessment of yourself, of your business, of your content, of your emails, whatever that may look like, right? It doesn't have to be a whole big thing as far as you doing the work. So I want to challenge you guys. I really want to challenge you that regardless of where you are in that trajectory, regardless of where you are in your business, that you take a moment, pause if you will, if you have to, and get refocused on actually doing what is required to get you the results that you desire. Gone are the days that your messaging does not match your brand promise or what you're putting out there in the marketplace. You want to be very, very clear about the problem that you solve, about who you're talking to, and about how you are actually putting that out into the marketplace as you're building your business and as you are building your brand. All right. So if you are watching this live, go ahead and type hashtag live. If you are catching the replay, go ahead and tap in and type hashtag replay. I like to see when you guys are watching and when you kind of caught this as well. And you know, I'll end with this, is that one of the greatest lessons I think in business is actually not being afraid to fail forward. Not being afraid to fail forward. That means that you're not afraid to do it regardless of the outcome, that you are steadfast in trusting the process. As you're building your email list, you're steadfast in trusting the process. As you're working on your messaging, you're steadfast in trusting the process. As you're putting things out there for your audience and testing the landscape and seeing what works, you are not afraid of the outcome, right? And you're trusting the process. As you're working on yourself, as you're working on your mindset, again, you're not afraid and you're trusting the process. The greater, the more that you put into that, the more you will start to just see manifestation happen. You will start to see doors open. You will start to see clients. You attract clients. And it's so funny because a lot of people want to do more. They want to put more out there. They want to say, oh, I need to have more products. I need to have more service to attract the clients and maintain and get the leads. No, you don't. You have to really maximize what you're doing and make sure that you have clarity and simplicity in every single aspect of your business and for your brand. All right. So that's all I got for this evening, guys. But I want to invite you guys, go ahead and text the word join to 757-786-8757. It's all across the screen to join my VIP email list. Comment below and let me know what questions you guys have. Let me know what resonated the most with you guys as well. And make sure, again, that you head over and that you join me inside of my Content for Bosses Facebook community. All right. I'll talk to you guys on my next training. And I hope that you guys have a really, really great evening.